Hello everyone, welcome to the video of design of synchronous machine. I am Professor Pankaj Sharma, Assistant Professor from Department of Electrical Engineering, Sagar Institute of Science, Technology and Engineering from Bhopal. In this series of design of synchronous machine, in the last video we have seen the basic definition of synchronous machine, synchronous motor, what is meant by design of synchronous machine, all the parameters which were involved while deriving output equation of synchronous machine or motor. After the output equation of synchronous machine, we have seen choice of specific loadings like your specific magnetic loading and a specific electrical loading. After that, we are going to learn about short circuit ratio. The short circuit ratio, which is in abbreviation called SCR, of a synchronous machine is defined as the ratio of the field current required to generate a rated voltage on an open circuit to the field current required to circulate rated armature current on short circuit. The short circuit ratio can be calculated from the open circuit characteristic OCC. You can see in the diagram the curve which is starting from 0 or O, going upwards and bending towards the x-axis. It is your OCC, open circuit characteristic OCC, at rated speed, and the curve which is straight in between the y-axis and the z-axis is called SCC, short circuit characteristic of a three-phase synchronous machine you are seeing in this diagram. From the figure, SCR is equal to, you can note it down, IF for rated OC voltage upon IF for rated HC current, or according to definition SCR is equal to OA upon OE. Let's see where is OA and OE. O is the origin, A is the point on x-axis, you can see, and E is the point on x-axis. A is nearer to origin and E is after the point A. This is the definition. SCR is equal to OA upon OE. Triangles OAB and OAD are similar. You can see the diagram. See this triangle OAB and OAD are similar. Since triangle OAB similar to triangle OAD, therefore angle OAB is equal to angle OAD. This is implied by the above statement. Angle OBA is equal to angle ODE, or angle AOB is equal to angle EOD. Now OA upon OE is equal to AB upon ED is equal to OB upon OD. Therefore SCR is equal to AB upon ED. Put the values. Is equal to AB upon AC is equal to 1 upon AC upon AB. The same fraction can be written like this. That implies 1 upon open circuit voltage upon short circuit voltage. Current. Open circuit voltage upon short circuit current, which is 1 upon synchro impedance is equal to 1 upon ZS is equal to 1 upon XS is equal to neglecting resistance R. Now effect of SCR, short circuit ratio, on machine performance. We need to know what is the effect of short circuit ratio on the performance of the machine. Voltage regulation, stability, parallel operation, short circuit current. Now let us see what happens for voltage regulation. A high value of SCR, short circuit ratio, means that The synchronous reactance has a low value resulting in to good voltage regulation. Stability. A machine which has high value of SCR, that is lower value of XD, will lead to higher synchronizing power and thus giving a higher stability limit. For parallel operation, a machine with low value of SCR means a large value of XD giving a small value of synchronizing power. Such a machine have problem during parallel operation. Short circuit current. A small value of short circuit ratio means a large value of XD will limit the short circuit current during fault conditions. For salient pole machine, SCR value varies from 0.9 to 1.3. And for turbo alternator, SCI value varies from 0.7 to 1.1. Short circuit ratio is an important factor of the synchronous machine. It affects the operating characteristic, physical size and cost of the machine. The large variation in the terminal voltage with a change in load takes place for the lower value of the short circuit ratio of a synchronous generator. To keep the terminal voltage constant, the field current IF has to be varied over a wide range. For the small value of the short circuit ratio, the synchronizing power is small, and as the synchronizing power keeps the machine in synchronism, a lower value of the SCR has a low stability limit. Kindly note this, a lower value of the SCR has a low stability limit. In other words, a machine with a low SCR is less stable. A machine with a low SCR is less stable when operating in parallel with other generators. A synchronous machine with the high value of SCR had a better voltage regulation and improved steady state stability limit, but the short circuit fault current in the armature is high. In turn, it also affects the size and cost of the machine. The short circuit ratio is directly proportional to the air gap reluctance of the gap length. We'll study later it on. Length of the air gap. Length of the air gap is a very important parameter as it greatly affects the performance of the machine. Air gap in synchronous machine affects the value of SCR and hence it influences many other parameters related to it. Hence, choice of air gap length is very critical in case of synchronous machine. Following are the advantages and disadvantages of larger air gap. Advantages: stability, higher value of stability limit regulation, smaller value of inherent regulation. Synchronizing power, higher value of synchronizing power. Cooling, better cooling, it gives you better cooling. Noise, reduction in noise. For magnetic pole, a smaller value of unbalanced magnetic pole. What are the disadvantages? For field MMF, larger value of field MMF is required. Size, larger diameter and hence larger size. Magnetic leakage, increased magnetic leakage. Weight of copper, higher weight of copper in the field winding. And what happens to cost? It increases overall cost. The approximate value of air gap length can be expressed in the terms of pole pitch. For salient pole alternators, length of air gap is equal to 0.012 to 0.016 into pole pitch. For turbo alternators, LG is equal to 0.02 to 0.026 into pole pitch. Synchronous machines are generally designed with larger air gap length compared to that of induction motors. Estimation of length of air gap. Length of the air gap is usually estimated based on the ampere turns required for the air gap. Armature ampere turns per pole required, ATA is equal to 1.35 IPH TPH kW upon P. You can see here, where TPH is equal to turns per phase, IPH phase current. kW is your winding factor, P is your pairs of poles. No load field ampere turns per pole, that is your AT F0 is equal to SCR into armature ampere turns per pole. AT F0 is equal to SCR into ATA. Ampere turns required for the air gap will be approximately equal to 80% of the no load filled ampere turns per pole. MMF for air gap is also equal to this much of amount. This is 800,000 BG kg LG. 0.8 AT F0 is equal to 800,000 BG kg LG. LG is equal to 0.8 AT F0 upon 800,000 BG kg. For the selection of number of slots, following factors are considered for selection of number of slots. Balanced winding. The number of slots are so selected that a balanced three-phase winding is obtained. Unbalanced windings will lead to generation of space harmonics and overheating. Tooth flux density. Selection of large number of slots will lead to narrower teeth, resulting in to increased tooth flux density beyond permissible limits. Leakage reactance. With less number of slots, the conductors are nearer, leading to increased leakage flux and thereby increased leakage reactance. Tooth ripples. With large number of slots, tooth ripples and therefore pulsation loss decreases. Temperature rise and cost. Selection of too small a number of slots will lead to crowding of conductors, obviously, disturbance in air circulation and hence developing high internal temperature. Also, smaller number of slots result in saving in labor because of less number of coils to wind, insulate, place in to slots and connect. Considering all the above points, number of slots per pole phase for salient pole machine may be taken to 3 to 4, and for turbo alternators it may be selected as 7 to 9 slots per pole per phase. Slot pitch must be within the following limitations. You can note down these limitations. Low voltage machines is less than or equal to 2.5 cm. For medium voltage machines up to 6 kV, lesser than or equal to 4 cm. For high voltage machines up to 15 kV is lesser than or equal to 6 cm. Turns per phase. Turns per phase can be calculated from EMF equation of the alternator, which we have calculated in the previous lecture, and we all know that induced EMF EPH is equal to 4.44 F5 TPH kW. Hence, turns per phase TPH is equal to, from the above equation, EPH is equal to TPH is equal to EPH upon 4.44 F5 kW, where EPH is equal to induced EMF per phase, ZPH is equal to number of conductors per phase in a stator, TP is equal to number of turns per phase, kW is equal to winding factors may assume as 0.955. This is all about this video. For the next video, we'll start from we'll learn afterwards this concept. We'll start from conductor section. Till this video, thank you so much.